Hey there, creepy peeps. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome back. If you are returning, and welcome to another Masters of Horror. So I told y'all before that Masters of Horror was expanding to include not just horror film directors, but Masters of Horror of all sorts. And as it is Women's History Month, I think it is, or like International Women's History Month. Not sure. It's Women's History Month, so I wanted to talk about somebody who has some iconic work under her belt, and yet I feel like nobody really talks about her as much. Okay, but why am I trying to build this up? You already have seen who it is by the title of this video. Neill is an American makeup artist with over 80 credits to her name on IMDb and has won 3 Academy Awards for her work, one of them including her work on Beetlejuice. I know she doesn't exclusively do horror, but she's done a lot, from Tourist Trap to Flatliners to the Hunger Game franchise and more. So my favorite movies that she has worked on, first would have to be The Lost Boys. I mean, who doesn't love The Lost Boys, like just as a movie on its own? But if we're talking about like the makeup specifically here, I feel like it's just iconic. I'm gonna say that word a lot in this video, so just bear with me. But I love the look of the vampires in The Lost Boys. I low-key love any vampire movie that makes the creature's face change or become more grotesque and monstrous when they go to feed or when they go like full vampire or whatever. The ones that stay pretty all the time make me think of paranormal, like YA romance books, which those, like, they have their place, but sometimes I just want like a really monstrous vampire creature, and I feel like Lost Boys delivers that. She's also worked on Edward Scissorhands, which probably, I don't know like what the statistics on this are, but that's got to be one of the more popular Halloween costumes every year. The makeup is pretty simple compared to something like Lost Boys, but it's still distinct enough that you know exactly who that is, and he looks different enough that he is set apart from his normal counterparts in the movie. And that's obviously, that also has to do with like the hair and the costume, but the makeup is all part of that, and it's iconic. What I think is the most iconic look she's done, I already kind of mentioned it in the beginning of this video, but I think you guys might agree, is Beetlejuice. What an iconic look. Michael Keaton is utterly legendary as the infamous bioexorcist, but you have to admit the makeup plays a pretty big part in how iconic that character is. What I love most about Neill, though, is how varied her career has been thus far. Not only has she done horror stuff, but she's done more action, adventure, fantasy things with Pirates of the Caribbean, comedy with Mrs. Doubtfire, which earned her another one of her Oscars, and sci-fi with Galaxy Quest, which I love that movie. If you haven't seen Galaxy Quest, you need to stop what you're doing. Stop this video and go watch it. There's nothing wrong with staying in one specific genre of film, like if you just do sci-fi or you just do horror or whatever, but I like that she's proven that she can do anything. And that kind of leads me into a quote from her that I like. I saw it in an interview she did with Sci-Fi where they were talking about the, what's the contest show that she judges? Face Off? Like the SFX makeup artist, like reality competition show. I think it's called Face Off. But they were also talking about the various films that Neill has worked on and the challenges that she's faced on certain sets of movies. And she says at one point, "Don't tell me I can't do something because I'm going to prove you wrong," which is just short and sweet, and I think it's something that everybody should live by. Okay, so that was like the same, but like a little different from past Masters of Horror. I had to mix it up just a little bit because it's different, like talking about a director versus talking about like a makeup artist or any other sort of filmmaker. That being said, let me know in the comment section what your favorite movie that Neill has worked on, like your favorite makeup look that she's done. Let me know who else you'd like to see in a future Masters of Horror. Like I said, doesn't have to be a director. You can obviously give me some directors that you want to see me talk about. It could be a screenwriter, makeup artist, costume designers, composers, you name it. Really quick, I'd like to thank my creepy patron peeps for their support of my channel. Thank you guys so, so much. If you want to find out the perks to being a creepy patron peep, you can follow that link in the description. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. Become a creepy peep today if you're lurking. I post videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening to me talk. As always, I really appreciate that. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Until then, stay strange. Bye.